An Inconvenient Truth, episode 32. So today we're coming from Matthew 7, verse 15. Beware of false prophets who come disguised as harmless sheep, but are really wolves that will tear you apart. Skip down to 18. A good tree cannot produce bad fruit, and a bad tree cannot produce good fruit. Right? So every tree that does not produce good fruit is chopped down and thrown into the fire. Yes, the way to identify a tree or a person is by the kind of fruit that is produced. Now we're skipping over to Galatians 5, and here's what this says about what you're going to see in those living in the world, not living in the spirit. You're going to see sexual immorality. I'm going to give a couple of I'm going to read these, but there's a couple that I'm going to point out. Yeah, you start seeing sexual immorality, cheating on husbands and wives, pastors falling, all this stuff. Yeah, keep your distance, right? Especially if you're looking for a place to go or someone to speak into your life. If they have this happening, no, you don't want that spoken in. Impure thoughts. That's why the Bible says you got to take those thoughts captive. Literally say, I take you captive in the name of Jesus. You got to get out of here. The Lord rebuke you, right? No joke. Eagerness for lustful pleasure. These are people who are always pursuing things, no matter what. Christ is always last. It's always dirty jokes. It's not, you can't ever, there's always something, right? Idolatry, again, putting anything above God. Participation in demonic activities. This one's important. I see this all over YouTube. I see this all over the internet. There are people in churches, and they're like, "Oh, I'm a Christian, but I read my horoscope, and I go off my horoscope, and I have my tarot cards, and my crystals, and my sage, and my palm readings, and all this other." That is demonic. And if that's what you're pursuing, you do not have the Spirit of God. That's not a question. That's not a maybe. You do not have the Spirit of God if that's what you're pursuing. And if that's what someone's selling you, they're a witch, period. Right? I hate to break it to you and be straightforward, but they're a witch if that's what they're doing. Okay? Hostility, quarreling, jealousy, outbursts of anger. There's a lot of people claiming to be Christians who have no control. No control over their emotions. This is what it's referring to. Selfish ambition, divisions, the feeling that everyone is wrong except those in your own little group. Yeah, there's some denominations going to have to answer for some of that. Envy, drunkenness, wild parties, and other kinds of sin, such as greed and whatever else. The reason this is inconvenient, guys, is we want to look at someone and say, oh, they're a Christian. Oh, yeah. But what you have to do is look beyond what the outside. Start looking at the fruit of their lives. That includes in us. If we have something wrong, we need to turn to Jesus and get it right. It's inconvenient, but it's true.